There's no other way to put it. This is totally 100% disgusting. The way that the National Guard troops were flown in, 26,000 of them, I think, somewhere around there. They were just brought in because that paranoid old fuck who got installed on Wednesday decided that, yeah, it's more important that we're safe. And, yeah, we need to make sure that there's so many of them. Put up the razor wire. And, yeah, we need to make sure that everything is legitimate threats. There was nothing. There was no reason for them to be there, okay? I don't know. They outnumbered the guests that were there. If you guys have seen the pictures, they had more seats set out than actual people who attended the inauguration. And a fucking... You'll probably see it on the side there. Yeah, AOC. Oh, I don't feel safe around my fellow congressmen right now. Those are the type of people that are getting preferential treatment right now. Not the National Guard. Not the people that were brought in from all across the country and that were sent in from different states in order to protect the fraud in the office right now. It's disgusting. But at least I didn't pull it up. We got so many different pictures, and at least somebody's stepping up who's not even in office anymore to have some leadership for these poor fuckers that were stuffed in a parking garage. Oh, it's really just disgusting. Man, the VA numbers, okay, the Veteran Affairs approval rating of what the leadership was doing under Obama, it hovered somewhere around 40%. Okay, and it's heading right back down there. And under Trump, it was like 80-90%. And there's no excuse. There's no excuse for that kind of stuff. But there's a timeline of events here and what they're going to be asked to do in the very, very near future. Man, them and their compatriots, I don't understand. I don't understand how people could have voted for this. Oh, you guys were all sold a bill of false goods, and it's coming in at a shocking rate, proving that was just the case, okay? Your hatred of Orange Man overrid the acknowledgement that a career politician is just going to lie through his dentures and thinking that you had some kind of moral superiority to make sure that, you know, oh, we're going up against the Cheeto Hitler. Oh, we need to get rid of him by any means necessary. And we've seen that taking place during and using tactics that I can't mention here on YouTube. Because now what? It's going to be closer to the fucking utopia? Whatever. It's been like a couple minutes now and I'm just ranting because this is unacceptable. Unacceptable on so many levels. But yeah, here's the timeline. We'll start. Okay. National Guard forced to evacuate Capitol grounds after alleged mask complaint by Democratic Congressman. Terrific. According to source, Representative Will Keating, a Democrat from Massachusetts, reported to the Capitol building authorities earlier in the day that National Guardsman was seen in a Dunkin' Donuts without a mask on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. After Keating commented out loud that masks were required to be worn at all times in the federal building, unless, of course, you work for or are Joe Biden. Man. The National Guard member responded, "I appreciate my freedom." I love it. I love it. The National Guard commanders are now looking for the National Guard member, according to the source. Yes, he's going to get purged like the 6 or 12 National Guardsmen that were purged prior to the inauguration that were, I don't know, met their very stringent maneuvers of finding out who was loyal to Trump and who wasn't. Yeah, if you liked or were associated with any posts from Turning Point USA, yes, that quasi-neocon outlet, the NRA, yes, the National Rifle Association, or the Young American Foundation, yes, just college-age Republicans. If you're associated with any of those, yeah, you got sent home. 12 of them. It's paranoia at such a high level, and it's impossible to not see it that way. But I guess if you think that you're on this pursuit of good, that you're here to morally cleanse all of us sinners, well, have fun justifying that shit, because not too many people are going to be fucking buying it. But yeah, okay, so you guys probably seen all the video and all of the pictures of the National Guardsmen that were stuffed in the parking garage, okay? Several hundred of them. And they were just discarded. It was disgusting to see. But like I said, it takes an actual true American to stand up and try to have these National Guardsmen's back. But yeah, Trump offers his Trump DC hotel to National Guard troops who were banished to the parking garage. Man, I can't believe we're here. Over the last several weeks, thousands of National Guard troops poured into the nation's capital to help protect Joe Biden's inauguration following the Capitol riot, 26,000 troops to be exact. However, 5,000 National Guard troops were sent into the parking garage to rest in between their 12-hour shifts despite cold winter temperatures. Yes, and they're right on the fucking ocean coast there in Washington, and it would have been fucking frigid, and you're in a... They eventually got caught. These pictures aren't totally accurate, but they are totally accurate. The U.S. Capitol Police ordered the troops to move the rest area from inside the Capitol to the Thurgood Marshall Judicial Center parking garage. So they were allowed to be in the Capitol. But like that one paranoid dick sucker from Massachusetts, yeah, somebody got a little bit spooked. So, oh, we need to send the help into the parking garage. And they're trying to sort out who are white supremacists out there. Fucking hilarious. The garage reportedly had one restroom with 2 stalls, and there was only one power outlet. 5,000 troops, 2 stalls, 1 power outlet. One guardsman said on the day of the inauguration, several lawmakers stopped to take photos with the troops, shake their hands, thank them for their service. He added, within 24 hours, we had no further use for us and banished us to the corner of the parking garage. We feel incredibly betrayed. Oh, man. Oh, if you're not disgusted by that, I don't know. I don't know. I've got nothing to say. Democrats are just tacitly evil people, okay? And I can say that because some people actually came out in support of these people and tried to do something good for them. I'll show you one Democrat, actually. She went out there. She had a pocket full of candy for them. Oh, yes. First Lady Jill Biden. This is a perfect example of that wonderful photo op that previous guardsman was talking about. Yeah. First Lady Jill Biden visits National Guard troops stationed outside the U.S. Capitol in D.C. I just wanted to come today to thank you for all you and me, for keeping me and my family safe. Enough with the fucking terrible accent. And we can go ahead and zoom through this. As you can see, a whole bunch of people there making sure that the area is safe for the First Lady and making sure that, you know what, it's properly framed. They had the black female guards lady, I don't know, I'm assuming your gender, tough titties, introduce Jill Biden before she could say all of her kind words and offer them cookies that weren't baked by her. They come from the White House, so, you know, they come from me by proxy. I couldn't be asked to bake anything. Have you seen my gloves lately? Oh my god, like, come on, I can't get those dirty. Just disgusting people. Fucking disgusting people. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and play this one without the sound. Officers were allowed to be, in Trump's hotel. They were properly looked after. They were allowed to take their rest breaks in Trump's hotel. And reminder, he's not in office anymore. He was lamented by all of the structural politicians that were in Washington that, everything that he did was never good enough. But the dude's down there in Florida. He has a hotel there that was constantly accosted during the RNC, during all of the rallies there by Antifa and BLM, and he still opens it up for the servicemen and women that were out there. And a lot of Republican congressmen and women were saying a bunch of stuff, but one guy actually went down there to make sure that they were doing good, trying to help them out. Madison Cawthorne. Like him or not, I tend to like him because he's a bit of a shit disturber. The dude's 25 years old, can't move his fucking legs. Freshman congressman, okay? His first tweet after having his race called was "cry more libs," and the right people got pissed off at that. And those are, when I say the right people, Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, all of your fucking fence sitters and neocons. They were, this is not how somebody talks who is just elected. How unbecoming. I hate those fucking pearl-clutching faggots. I prefer to judge people on their actions instead of their words. If I was to take everything that Joe Biden said at face value, I'm not going to ban fracking on federal ground. I'm going to have a plan to combat COVID. All men and women are created equal under, the thing. Unless they're athletes, of course. Then he just signed in the death of female athletics. But you know what? This dude, Madison Cawthorne, did something fucking good. He went down there and he checked on those fucking soldiers. Like he said here, I just visited the soldiers and who have been abandoned and insulted by our leaders. I brought them pizza and told them they could sleep in my office. No soldier will ever sleep on a garage floor in the U.S. Capitol while I work in Congress. Our troops deserve better. Yeah, exactly. And drove up in his Toyota with boxes and boxes of pizza for the troops that were down there. Rallied them up, and I just really needed pointing out because there were no Democrats down there. There was nobody else down there even acknowledging their existence. Okay, they're all too busy sharing their fucking Bernie Sanders memes. I hope this guy sticks around for as long as he wants because that's good. There's nothing bad you can say about that. Okay, maybe somebody doesn't like Papa John's pizza, but he made an effort. It's his first term in Congress, and you can tell by his vehicle he hasn't cashed in on his political capital yet, and he didn't have a big camera crew with him. He just had enough people to hand out the fucking pizzas, and that's just doing the right thing. Okay, but yeah, we got a formal write-up on this. I need to collect my thoughts a little bit better on that one because it's troubling. It's troubling to see good people get treated like that. Republican Representative Madison Cawthorne is vowing that American troops deserve to be treated with honor, dignity, and respect following reports of shabby treatment. That's the nicest way you can put it. Freshman Congressman from North Carolina tweeted a video of himself delivering pizzas to the troops in the D.C. parking garage late Thursday night. The men and women who put their lives on the line to defend our liberties deserve to be treated with honor, dignity, and respect. We rest easy at night knowing that they stand guard at the door of our democracy, or of democracy, right? If he was a Democrat, he would have put our democracy, but he just said democracy because he's just about said it. Now he's just a guy with a backbone that unfortunately stops 3/4 of the way down. No soldier ought to be treated as expendable. Yeah. Or used as a political prop to be cast aside when the cameras leave the room. Last night I heard that our National Guard troops have been relegated to the underbelly of the people's house. I instantly called my staff, ordered as many pizzas as we could carry, and we headed to thank them for their service. In the video, Cawthorne is heard calling the troops' attention. Hey guys, my name is Madison Cawthorne. I heard they kicked your asses down here, so we brought you some pizza if anybody wants any. He said, I appreciate it, man. One soldier is heard telling Cawthorne thousands of National Guard troops from several states had been deployed to the U.S. Capitol to protect Wednesday's inauguration installation, interchangeable at this point, of President Biden against threats of violence, and there was no credible threats whatsoever. But I didn't bring this up or anything, but at the same time, Greg Abbott from Texas is pulling the troops out of there, and Ron DeSantis, I should pull this one up because he says, and I quote, they're not Nancy Pelosi's servants. Yeah, every time that I see Ron DeSantis in the media, I just really appreciate him more because he has really good takes on things. And his wife is so fucking hot. But finally, after the stink from, normal, sensible people, they finally got put up in, reasonable places, apparently. Democrats and Republicans in Congress don't agree on much these days, but I didn't see any Democrats coming out and say it. All they were saying, oh, thank you for your service. Oh, cameras off. Okay, bye. Thousands of Guardsmen who have been protecting the Capitol complex for more than 2 weeks since the January 6 riots were told yesterday by the United States Capitol Police to pack up and move out of the area that they were guarding. The Guardsmen were sleeping and resting in various points of the United States Capitol, including in congressional office facilities and the Capitol's Visitor Center, and also Trump's hotel after, he opened it up to the people. The removal order meant retreating into nearby cold, unheated parking garages and elsewhere outside or wherever Guardsmen took breaks from their 12-hour duty stints. Many faced a cold night in facilities without adequate heat, electrical outlets, internet reception, or bathrooms. Word from the Guards' plight spread quickly in the early evening thanks to part by the news story in Politico, with multiple members of Congress registering their concern and springing into action. The USCP are under the direct control of congressional leaders, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, who were oddly quiet about that. Oh, and to be fair, a Democrat did speak out. Tammy Duckworth. Not a great person, but she was also an Iraq war veteran who lost both legs when a rocket-propelled grenade struck the U.S. Army helicopter she was piloting. Unreal, I can't believe that the same brave service members we've been asking to protect our Capitol and our Constitution these last 2 weeks would be unceremoniously ordered to vacate the building. I am demanding answers ASAP. They can use my office. hey, good on her. When it comes to politics, we don't agree on a lot, and I forget she was saying something stupid around election time, but yeah, good faith by her, so I appreciate that. An hour and a half later, I meant ASAP, and I said it, well, just, you probably have phone numbers to get in contact with some people. Just made a number of phone calls. Why'd you bother tweeting, stupid? And have been informed Capitol Police have apologized to the Guardsmen, and they will be allowed back into the complex tonight. I am checking to make sure that they are finally past midnight. Yes, troops are now out of the garage, and I can go to bed. I'll make it about yourself, why don't you? Kevin McCarthy, the little backstabber himself, also, yeah, tweeted a photo of the troops in the parking garage, Speaker Pelosi, and, yeah, Chuck Schumer. Why are American troops who are being tasked to keep security at the Capitol being forced to sleep in the parking lot? They deserve to be treated with respect, and we deserve answers. Well, how about doing something about it, Kevin? You are, yes, the House Minority Leader, and you have more power than pretty much everybody else who's done something about it. Wow, AOC with her one correct tweet in, what, 1,000? I guess a socialist clock is right twice a day. Yeah, this is not okay. My office is free this week to any service members who'd like to use it for a break or take a nap on the couch. We'll stock up on snacks for y'all too. Cool. Right on. I'll take a day off of criticizing stupid, even though I already did previously when she said that she didn't feel safe. So I wonder if she's going to set up a screening procedure before they are allowed into her office. But yeah, I'll be fair. Okay, I'll be fair. Some Democrats stepped up, some Democrats that I don't like, but they made good faith efforts, but nobody went as far as Madison Cawthorne of actually going down there and checking on those guys and women. But I wish we could end the story there on a high note, but we can't, because the ghost of John McCain is alive and well in the hearts and minds of many a senator right now, because it looks like war is coming. It looks like war's coming. U.S. military convoy enters northeastern Syria. Yeah, buddy. A convoy of 40 trucks and armored vehicles said to have entered Syria from Iraq. A large U.S. military convoy entered northeastern Syria on Thursday, Syrian state news agency SANA reports, citing sources on the ground. According to the report, the convoy included some 40 trucks and armored vehicles and was backed from the air by helicopters. It entered Syria from Iraq via the Al-Waid crossing to bring arms and logistic equipment to the bases in Hakeshi and Deir ez-Zumar provinces. I butchered those, but you got the gist of it. Other local media report that such maneuvers are not unusual, as the U.S. often moves transfer equipment between Iraq and Syria. Oh, really? It's just so kind of weird and a little bit unexpected, I'd imagine. But, yeah, there's reason to believe that this could end up in some sort of war. At the same time, SANA also reports that some 200 U.S. troops arrived in the Hakeshi province on helicopters. Oh, is that standard operating procedure? I doubt it. According to the report, the troops are set to deploy on nearby oil fields with Kurdish-controlled eastern Syria rich energy sources. Yep. The U.S.-led coalition has been working closely with the Kurds during the campaign against the Islamic State terrorist group in Syria, with Kurdish forces often working as ground coordinators for coalition jets during airstrikes. In late 2020, then U.S. President Donald Trump ordered U.S. troops withdrawn from the area to redeploy to Iraq, and then eventually pulled them out. But that was not after actual treason. Actual treason occurred. Okay? His generals, Donald Trump's generals, misled him into thinking how many troops were actually in Syria. How many troops were in the area. They deliberately underreported so they can keep more military force in Iraq and in Syria. And what happened with that? Oh yeah, that just flew under the radar. Oh, Donald Trump doesn't know how many troops he has stationed overseas? How stupid is Orange Man? No. How treacherous and evil and actually illegal is that for your generals to misreport things, to lead you on to believe something is different? Theoretically, that could be a coup. Theoretically, that is usurping the power of the presidency, the commander-in-chief of the military and the armed forces. But nah, I just slander President Trump. Or just call him stupid for not knowing what's going on. But yeah, why does it make this display of force by the United States military, okay? We don't know if it's a complete act of war yet, but it comes on the back of Assad telling U.S. troops to fuck off, okay? To stop stealing oil, get the fuck out of the region. Okay, made that proclamation on the 19th, and that was during the time that Trump was bringing home all of the troops from overseas so they could be home by Christmas. Yeah, he was doing that. And then for Biden to immediately start putting troops in Syria, yeah, exactly. And what are they after? This pipeline right here, the Qatar-Turkey pipeline. Okay, it runs right through the heart of Syria. Okay, I've been saying for a few days, after Biden decided that he wanted to cancel the Keystone XL pipeline, that's just going to be the, I don't know, inciting action for another war. And yeah, looks like I was right on an expedited timeline. Ugh, all of this is just disgusting. All of the fucking treatment of the troops and the future treatment of the troops. But it's not unexpected. And if anybody thinks that there was a bill of goods that you were being sold when you voted for Barack Obama, or not for Barack Obama, he'd still be trying to blow up Syria anyways. No, for Joe Biden. Wonder how many of you guys are having buyer's remorse. All of this just makes me sick to my stomach. So I'll end it there, and we'll talk about the impeachment getting scheduled, because yeah, it can't get more insane than this. Trust me, they're going to try though. Thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.